Chapter 13. Sri Sadguru said, even a mlecha, a kirata, a yavana, and a chandala become worthy of veneration due to the association of the sadhus. One should not enquire a bhakta of his caste, for any person who is blessed with Vishnu Bhakti becomes a Vaishnava irrespective of his birth. Even a low born gets purified by Hari Bhakti. Even the ignorant Chandalas worship Lord Vishnu very dedicatedly. But the Brahmanas, who are well versed in Vedas and Shastras, go out puffed with pride. Even if one is a Brahmana by birth and is engaged in the study of the Vedas and the performance of religious rituals, one is taken to be only a Shudra if one is not endowed with Krishna Bhakti. He alone is a Brahmana who has been purified with Krishna Kirtan, though born as a Shudra. Even one who is born a Brahmana should pay reverence to him whenever he is seen. A person endowed with Hari Bhakti should be venerated, be he a Chandala, a Shudra, a Mlecha, or a Yavana. Durvasa sought shelter at the feet of Ambarisha. That is the true Bhagavata Dharma. There is no necessity to make enquiries of one's caste. A bhakta should keep even the most virtuous Brahmanas conversant with the Vedas far away from him if they are devoid of Krishna Bhakti. A bhakta should embrace him and bow to those Chandalas who do Krishna Kirtan, though being ignorant and bad conducted. Restrictions were attached with caste system and lineage only to ensure purity of hearts, but they are observed by the pedagogues only to despise one another. Caste system and codes of conduct attached to the strata of birth have got marred by the malady of Kali Yuga. Hence, giving up all these, one should become a pious Vaishnava. There was a Muslim named Raskhan. There was a Muslim named Raskhan who was very rich and endowed with all noble qualities. As good luck would have it, once he reached Mathura and saw a great gathering of learned men. He had come there to sell precious stones, but he sat there for some time and listened to the discourse dealing with the divine story of Shri Krishna. The exponent, the devout Pauranika, seated on the Vyasapita, was describing very beautifully the handsome form of Shri Krishna and as given in the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavata. Listening to that description of the elegance of Shri Krishna, Raskhan developed a desire to see him. Induced by that desire, he asked the Vaishnava the following question. Raskhan said, "Where does the boy described so sweetly by you live? Please tell me immediately, for I long to see the child." The Pauranika replied, "That small boy goes grazing cattle in Sri Vrindavan or in the Gokula or on Govardhana hill. He plays thus daily along with other children who graze cattle in any of these places." Raskhan said, "O most fortunate one, I yearn to go to Sri Vrindavan at once. Please guide me regarding the route. I bow to you again and again." The Pauranika said, "Oh, blessed soul, only you are the really fortunate person. Listen to me carefully. That exquisite Vrindavan is on the bank of the Yamuna. Oh, the best of the Brahmanas, I bow to you. I shall go there as directed by you. Let me get the darshan of the child soon." Sri Sadguru said, having spoken thus, Raskhan left to Sri Vrindavan immediately. In his enthusiasm to have the darshan of Sri Krishna, he even forgot to take his box of precious stones with him. He ran here and there in Sri Vrindavan like a madman in search of Sri Krishna, inquiring all the bhaktas about the boy with a body resembling the fresh blue cloud. Thus maddened with Prema Bhakti, Raskhan roamed around the forest. At last he reached the temple of Lord Srinatha on top of Govardhana hill. "Is that blue-colored child, that most beautiful one, anywhere here?" please show him to me. I long to see him. Thus cried Raskhan, shedding tears. He bowed to the sadhus there, and with hands stretched out, he made repeated entreaties. Those Vaishnavas did not allow him to enter the temple of Lord Srinatha, as they learned that he was a Muslim. Yes, yet Raskhan stayed under a tree, engaged in Krishna Kirtan. As he was thoroughly distressed due to his separation from Sri Krishna, he gave up even food and sleep, failing to get the darshan of the Neelabala Sri Krishna, which is not easily attained even by the Devas. Raskhan became desperate. He fainted stricken with the grief of total distance from Sri Krishna. Sri Vittalanatha came to know of these happenings. That most compassionate and distinguished Bhagavata rushed to Sri Vrindavan to see Raskhan. When Raskhan saw Sri Vittalanatha, he became very happy and got up immediately. Catching hold of that nobleman's feet, he started pleading. Raskhan said, O Guru, please shower mercy on me. I am very ignorant and born as a Muslim. I long to see that Neelabala, who is the dwelling place of real beauty. I do not care for my life. I do not value even a great empire. I yearn to have darshan of Sri Krishna alone. My life will become a total waste if I fail to get the darshan of Neelabala. O Guru, please show him to me immediately. O Lord, I have no peace of mind. Sri Sadguru continued. With a voice choked with grief, Raskhan cried and lamented thus. Sri Vittalanatha pacified him. Vittalanatha made Raskhan bathe in the holy waters of the Govinda Kundam. Then, with unbound affection, he performed the rite of Brahma Sambandham for the sake of Raskhan, making him eligible to enter the temple. Then Sri Vittalanatha took Raskhan, who was earnestly longing to have Krishna darshan, inside the temple and with great mercy showed Srinatha to him. He saw the Lord holding the Govardhana hill above his hand as an umbrella, appearing as follows. He was clad in exquisite yellow silk garments and had a complexion resembling that of fresh rain-bearing clouds. His eyes were long enough to touch his ears, decorated with shark-shaped earrings. He sported a kasturi tilak. He was adorned with many ornaments studded with precious stones, a glittering pearl noselet, and a pearl kinkini. He had long and slim limbs and a pleasant smile on his countenance. Thus, seeing the Deva Damodara, the treasure chest of all noble qualities, Raskhan's eyes were filled with tears born of untold bliss. Holding his hands above his head, Raskhan started dancing madly. At once, Raskhan got rid of the worldly desires as a result of the holy darshan of Sri Srinatha. He became the best of those who had realized the secret of the power of Prema Bhakti. He trod Sri Vrindavan, singing all the time in praise of Lord Krishna with unflinching devotion. He composed many songs which were very elegant in their lyrical form and meaning. One who reads and one who listens to the story of Sri Raskhan, which is capable of removing the impurity of heart, will easily attain Krishna Bhakti. Thus ends chapter 13, entitled Raskhan Charitam of Book 7 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.